From their mouths to your ears, this is Gaming on Thrones with Phil, Saul, and Rick.
Welcome to Gaming on Thrones episode 9. You get our viewpoints from the Digital Crusade, and you get our viewpoints on some other shit as well. It is Monday, August 25th, and fellas, we are getting old. We're getting old because Zelda turned 27 this week.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's pretty damn old.
Yeah.
I feel bad. It hurts my feelings.
What's your favorite one?
Favorite Zelda?
Yeah.
That's a tough question. That's not really as easy as Mario because I feel like there were bad Zelda games.
Yeah, there were a few of them. But there were also some really great ones.
That's true.
Majora's Mask?
No, although I played that like years later on a Nintendo 64 ROM, and it was very good, and so the hype was real on that. But I'm gonna have to go with Ocarina of Time.
Very good.
Just because, like as I said before in the other podcast, how that was perfectly placed in my childhood, to where it was kind of like leading me into the more grown-up style of games that I like to play now. So yeah, that would be mine.
Saul?
Windbreaker, because it's the only one I played.
Okay.
It is a fun game, though.
It's the only one you played? You didn't play Zelda on Nintendo?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't got time for that.
I ain't gonna find these castles. Fuck
It's
that.
dark inside. Take this with you.
Yeah. It's a good game.
Great game. It was the first one you could save on, I believe.
Well, yeah, you could. You could like this. That's the first Nintendo game you could save, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Interesting.
didn't have to write down the codes.
Yes. And it's also, fellas, it's 2 weeks away to the day tomorrow from that didn't make any sense. That's okay. To Destiny's release date. The hype's still real with me. I want to know if the hype's still real with you guys, or are you kind of coming down?
Okay. I'm still in it though. I like it. I like the new commercial they came out with. I'm thinking of what I'm gonna do with all my exclusive goodies that I get for the next year.
Oh, shots fired.
Well, no big deal. Whatever. Just turned out to be the one I had. But yeah, it looks good. I'm excited. They're saying such big things though, like this is gonna change gaming and things like that. And
Oh gosh.
that it is bringing the hype up a little for me, but I still think it's gonna. I keeping my expectations low, so I'll be happy.
And the hype's still real with you, Saul?
I am very hype about it. I want to get the gold armor, whatever the hell it's called, for the Titan.
Oh, the Vanguard stuff that comes with the pre-order?
The legendary or some crap like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Shit looks awesome. So I got to find out what exactly I got to do to get that shit. And then once I get done with that, I'll probably just blow my whole load and then start one on Hunter, blow my whole load, and then do Warlock.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of finding interesting because you got the 3 character slots. So I think initially I'll probably just create one character, dive right into the game, and then, if I feel like playing differently, I could pick it up and play a different character. And that's going to be, it's going to like, the game will be different, I think, each time you play it. And I think that's what they're going for too, which is cool. So yeah, I'm still super excited about it. I kind of, after the beta, I was kind of like, oh yeah, okay, it's going to be really good. But I kind of could wait, you know what I mean? And I think now as it's getting closer and I really haven't had any new games to play, I'm like, oh,
Getting ants in your pants.
give it to me now.
Yep.
So it's an exciting feeling.
Mm.
Yeah. So just quick little bit of news. We covered the fact that we were old and that Zelda turned 27. Happy birthday, Link. Twitch was bought out by Amazon.
Yeah, that just happened.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Not Google.
Not Google, which is surprising.
Yeah, for a company that sells all their products cheap, I don't know how they have the money to go do that, but they're doing it. Almost
Amazon.
$1 billion.
They're in everything now. They're in TV and stuff. Gaming now, too.
Yeah, they're like the next Google.
Yeah, pretty much. Except for they, sell a lot of stuff.
Mm.
It has 970 million. So, and I guess there's some big changes coming, or that were coming to Twitch that they said wasn't affected by the sale, or that wasn't influenced by the sale at all. They were going to do that anyways. And I'm not a big Twitch user. Saul, maybe you pay attention to that.
Yeah, I love Twitch.
All right. Any new like regulations that you're pissed off about, or are they all good?
Nah, people cry about because like if you play like a music or a song or something like that you can't get video on demand with audio on that section. Don't play music, dickface. Entertain people with your fucking commentary. I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta give the people that made that stuff their due.
Yeah, I mean, they say we're playing a video game and they're gonna start to take our money and blah blah blah. You're playing a video game, but you're adding your own thing to it. When you play music in the background, it's already a given to even when you're on TV. If you run that music, you gotta fucking pay for it.
Yeah.
So fucking stop crying.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't do that stuff, but like when I do our podcast here, I use all royalty-free stuff just so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. I
mean, play some royalty-free music in the background.
Yeah,
I don't know. Whatever. And I want to kind of get into this. This kind of alludes to what we were going on and debating about last week. Diablo 3 came out. Seems to be a huge hit on the consoles.
Yeah, surprisingly. I was shocked by how many people are playing it right now.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I am too. And I was so tempted to go and buy it. But I just really don't want a dungeon crawler grind away game right now. And I feel like as soon as Destiny come out, I would put it down. And I don't know that I'd pick it back up.
Well, Destiny also shares a lot of features with games like that. I mean, the hub-based mission thing, you just, boom, instead of traveling there, you just kind of appear at the beginning of your mission. And the loot drops and the different character classes with different loot and shit. So kind of the same idea. So, I mean, you'll get your loot fix from that game, I think.
Yeah, I think that would give me and I'm more familiar and favor the first-person shooter aspect of it as well, over the top-down, third-person top-down.
Yeah.
Grind it out. Saul is not about the Diablo.
Yeah, that's the farthest thing from him.
I'd rather play Madden. I mean, Iron Maiden 15.
Wow.
Damn.
I've got a question for you, Rick. Me and Saul were talking about this on the limo bus, because this is how bored we got at one point. We were playing DC Universe, and you were just not happy about it.
No.
How is that different from a Diablo type game?
I don't know. Just basically, I was a fan of Diablo 2 growing up, so I think Diablo kind of has a free pass with me for those kind of things. Mm-hmm. But as far as the MMO, like construct that they always put in a game, the rinse and repeat, go kill these enemies, collect this, go kill these, collect this, go kill these, collect this. It's I don't have enough energy and interest to fucking do that over and over and over again.
It is a task. It definitely is.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just can't do MMOs. Never been into them. I've tried a few of them, just can't do them.
So then, how does that bring over? And that, I mean, I guess that's going to be an issue with Destiny then too. If it's different enough, I think you'd be fine. But
well, it's like playing Halo for me. So it's fine. It's no big deal. It's just it happens to be other people on while I'm playing, which is kind of cool.
All right. So the reason I even brought up Diablo 3 was because basically they had it running at 900p on Xbox One after they were done kind of patching the game from PC, I guess. Porting and patching the game. Basically, Microsoft tells them that's unacceptable. You need to get it up to 1080p. Like, we're not accepting anything else.
Good for them.
Yeah, sure. That's my opinion as well. However, it does suffer from slight frame rate drops throughout the game.
It's not Blizzard's fault. That's the machine's fault.
No, it's Microsoft's fault.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. This is where we get into the debate of this is resolution gate. Right? Okay, so when are we going to be okay with the fact that Xbox is less of a machine and in some cases will struggle to get to 1080p and 60 frames per second? Can we just accept this and now move on?
I can. I just bought a PS4.
There you go. Okay. So
I accepted it. I always knew it wasn't going to be next gen like they were all touting. Neither's the PlayStation. I mean,
No, but I mean, it does what it says it's going to do, and that PlayStation's not like, we have a shitty operating system, so make it work, or you can't. No, just make it work.
Yeah.
well, PlayStation is better at it, but they still don't. They said they have their flaws too, man.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
but I
frame
mean,
rate drops and shit.
They
too, I'm
wouldn't.
sure.
They wouldn't be like, oh, you have to make it like that.
No, they don't have to because of their power. Yeah, I mean they have more power than the Xbox for sure. And I think as an Xbox owner, I'm getting sick of hearing other Xbox owners bitch about 180 pixels and say that, well, I want it needs to be 1080p 60. No, it doesn't, okay? If it does, then go buy yourself I'm trying not to cuss, but go buy yourself a PC or a PS4 and hope that the third party can get that on the PS4. Because the next issue we're going to talk about, gentlemen, is the same issue really, but The Witcher 3, very highly anticipated game coming out next year in February, is likely to miss the mark on both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Heard it runs heavy.
Very heavy. Hurts computers.
I'll judge that.
I bet you will. But from what the reaction was from the community, we're all kind of a part of groups on Facebook, and we all kind of just read the news. I always browse the comment sections. I don't know if you guys do that or not, just to kind of see what the reactions are.
Mm-hmm.
But it was largely negative on the, we're going to be probably sub 1080p. Maybe we can lock it at 60. Like, I'm guessing the PlayStation is going to get locked at 60. Or even if it's not locked at 60, it's going to be close.
It'll be capped at 60. They're not going to let it go over that.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it'll be capped at 60 for sure, but I don't know if there'll be any drops. I'm guessing Xbox One is going to be at 30. Now, I'll just quickly give you my opinion on it. If you can get the game to 900p and give me a locked 30 frames per second, I am good with that. The game's going to be gorgeous. If you lock the game at 30, it's a third-person action RPG. If you can lock it at 30, personally, I am completely fine with that. The 900p to 1080p difference, maybe I could tell the difference if I had like a side-by-side right there. But when I buy the game, guys, and I put it in my console, I'm going to fire it up and I'm going to be like, this game looks great.
Yeah, well,
Visuals are great. Everything's great. I have nothing to compare it to. And even if I'm watching a comparison video on the computer, most of these players out here aren't doing the justice either. So,
if you want to play a game on that scale at a frame rate and a resolution that high, you shouldn't expect it from the Xbox or the PlayStation. You just shouldn't. I mean, especially from a developer that was exclusively PCs, so they build them for PCs and then port instead of the other way around.
mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you should realize a PC gaming company that is porting their game to console, it's going to be better on the PC. Like, some games are better on console than they are on PC because they're just not optimized right. It's going to be the other way. It's going to be the other way around.
It's true. He's right.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just thinking, okay, like, and I guess I could make this argument really short and sweet, but for the sake of the fact that there's not been many news stories this week, I'm going to drag it a little bit.
There's been huge stories this week.
Well, good. Maybe you can share some with us.
Oh.
So, anyways, to me, it's like, okay, if you're going to bitch that much about graphics, why are you buying a console in the first place?
Exactly.
Next gen, last gen, current gen, whatever you want to call it, anytime a console comes out, it's going to be behind a gaming PC every time.
Well, it's because they were out there throwing words like 3 trillion teraflops and shit like that, which no one fucking understood what that meant. But in all actuality, it's only putting out like a gig of video memory at a time, which is what computers were doing fucking 8 years ago. So, but again, they do it because it's a cheap bundle you can get. It's a cheap gaming PC.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's what I was going to ask Saul. I mean, aren't you thinking if you get into any of these debates, you're thinking, okay, the price point you guys paid for this console that does all of this stuff. Essentially, it gives you a computer on your TV where you can stream Netflix and HBO and all this stuff, right? And it's a gaming machine, but it can do all this other stuff as well, to really kind of be your entertainment hub, if you will. Isn't that the argument? Like, you paid $400, you paid $500.
Bro, it's a video game machine. It's a Nintendo, it's an Atari. It's not a big deal. Like if you want the best, you have to spend money for the best, and it's not going to be $500, $400. It's going to be like $2,000 for a really good fucking gaming machine.
Yeah.
So like if you're really that hard into it, then spend your money rightfully and not just, I'm going to buy a $500 system and just think that it's going to be the shit, and anybody that says anything different is an idiot.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, even if it's like when we say and I would say PS4 is better. Yeah, barely.
I don't think a lot of the younger people that are the ones mainly getting the consoles, I don't really think they know about the other options that are available either. I mean, PC gaming isn't really big in a crowd that young.
See, I would disagree with you. I think, if anything, they grew up with all platforms being talked about. I mean, when I was coming up and when you guys were coming up, I mean, for one, I didn't have a computer in my house till I was like 18. So I didn't even know that was a viable option for playing video games. I knew, I had games, you know what I mean? There was computer games, but not like, games you're getting on your Nintendo or your Sega Genesis or whatever.
Yeah. You're playing like Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego and shit.
Yeah, or like Keen.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that were...
Quake 1.
Hey.
Yeah,
hey now.
Watch yourself.
Hey now. But I mean, that I didn't know any of that stuff. These kids today, I think they do know a lot more. I mean, sure, there's people out there that the consoles are the only things.
Well, here's my thing. Most people are going to buy a computer anyway, so there's already going to be a computer in the house. Just take the difference in money from a console and a computer and just add that to your computer, and then you have one that's better than a console and a computer.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good argument.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a pretty good argument for someone who's an adult who's making their own purchasing decisions. I don't know if you could say, "Hey, Mom, you're going to get that cheap Dell," but
hey, Mom, I want to do my homework, and Jimmy's playing Unreal Tournament.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough thing, and like you posted on the Gaming on Thrones group site today about the Steam machines, are those going to be viable options as opposed to consoles in the near future? And I think they would be if you're talking to a person who knows or has a gaming PC. I think they may look there instead of
getting a console,
Microsoft or Sony, or Nintendo for that matter. Because they know about that stuff, you know what I mean? But, a 14-year-old kid who wants to play Call of Duty, Madden, and Assassin's Creed, who has to have his mom or dad buy whatever for Christmas or whatever, that's kind of, that's going to be a little difficult because I don't know if that goes over well, because a lot of these parents and stuff, they buy the machine for the family. That kid probably plays it a lot, but I know when I was growing up, my systems were all kept out in the living room for the most part so that my sister could play and everybody else.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That would be an interesting study to do a demographic of gameplay versus graphics or whatever, to see where that is in fact coming from.
I would go as far to say gameplay would overwhelmingly win in a vote over graphics.
You would think so.
I would definitely think so. There's plenty of games that have terrible graphics that are still awesome to play.
Yes, I agree with you.
Slingo.
Slingo rules. I agree with you 100%. I'm just saying, Maybe it's the fact that community, that graphics community, are the loudest.
Yeah, well, the thing with like the 60-30 frame rates, that isn't for graphics. That's for gameplay.
It's for gameplay. Right.
So when you're limiting my gameplay, that's where I have problems with it. That's where I would have a problem with the Xbox at 30 frames, because there's a better experience of this game I'm playing out there already. So I'm getting an inferior product and paying the same price. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, obviously, 60 to 30. You're going to be, like you said, you'll be fine with it. You're not even going to know the difference.
Well, I might know the difference in the frame rate. Like, I could see that. But if you give me a locked 30 on a game like The Witcher, this is speaking specifically about The Witcher. If you were to give me 30 on Call of Duty, I wouldn't. That's fucked up. Like, I couldn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot more going on in The Witcher than there is in Call of Duty.
No, but it's a third-person game, and at third person, I actually almost prefer the 30 frames just because it gives me more of a little bit of a cinematic. I don't know. I'm not going to have two versions to compare and say The Witcher's better in 60. Most people would just say 60's better regardless. It doesn't matter what type of game with it. Some people would argue that's just an opinion thing. You can't really argue an opinion. It is what it is. Some people are going to like it one way. Some people are going to like it the other way. So,
Yum.
any other thoughts on that, Saul? Are you just like, man, go buy a PC or shut up?
The horse is dead.
Just beat it to death, huh?
Yeah, bro.
It has been beaten to death.
Yeah, I was fired up this week about this topic, so I had to talk about it a little bit.
No, because I mean that's what all the flame wars are about, and it's just like it's just dead. Like when I see that, I just feel like saying, "Really? So we're doing this again?"
Yeah, out of the community, like, just be happy you're playing games.
Yep.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what you're playing it on. You could be fucking playing it on a Nintendo DS as long as you're having fun. Who the hell cares?
Yeah, and Saul said, most cases the difference is minimal. As far as the graphics between the two home consoles, I'm not gonna. Right. PCs are obviously a leap ahead, but
it's always going to be different on them too, depending on what you put in it.
Absolutely, one PC is going to be different from the next. But I mean, taking the platform as a whole, when you buy an Xbox or a PlayStation, hopefully you're looking at the whole picture. You're talking about hardware versus UI versus the online community and the whole bit. I mean, at least that's what I would think you'd be doing. Let's talk about what the consoles give us. What do games with gold give us versus PlayStation Plus? How's the PSN network versus Xbox Live? That's the stuff that I think, or I would think, that gamers, for the most part, are going to be actually comparing. And then it's like, okay, now we come down to the hardware. If everything else is even, PlayStation's going to win out, maybe with that person, because of the power.
Well, there's also people that swear by Xbox controllers and will never change. So
there you go. Controller's a huge issue.
Huge issue. And PlayStation stepped their game up on this year, but I mean, you have people that have been playing the same Xbox controller basically for the last 8 years that are like, well, this is the one. I still remember the big one that came with the first one.
Oh my gosh.
I had big ass hands, so I didn't mind it, but I knew people that couldn't use it at all.
I didn't mind it either, but yeah, there was a lot of backlash on that. I actually didn't. It didn't bother me.
Having to press the little black button to throw a grenade.
Stupid. Well, you could always switch that in the control scheme.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll move on from this, sake of time. Second segment for today. Versus Mr. Saul won with the rock and roll racing last week.
Yeah.
It was an excellent choice.
Yeah.
Don't think I could have done better. Rick obviously couldn't because he couldn't even pick a real racing game.
Yep.
Just kidding.
Okay, whatever.
Love you.
All right.
So, Saul, what's your versus topic this week?
Movie villains.
Oh, like out of any genre?
Any genre.
Versus.
Now you got to think there's some pretty badass villains out there. So don't just think, oh, well, like Clubber Lang was pretty cool. But then, who knows? Maybe Rick will be like, well, the guy from Ghostbusters, was it Ghostbusters 1 or 2 that was in the painting? Yeah, that guy.
Clubber
Lang. Yeah,
he was creepy.
Clubber Lang's gone. So, I mean, that's what I would say you guys got to battle it out about.
Any specific, category as to why they were, or just villain? And we'll talk about the whole thing.
Just fight it out. Just a one-on-one fight.
God, I feel like there's an easy choice, but I don't want to do that.
you got to think he could think of something worse. And I'll even do heads or tails on this little coin that I have here. For who I pick will go first. So, anybody have a preference on heads or tails?
I'll go
I'll let Rick call it in the air.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Heads.
It's heads.
So I got to go first?
Actually, you get to pick. Do you want to go first? Do you want to
I already got my guy.
All right, go ahead.
I got Mr. Benedict from Last Action Hero.
Oh, I was just thinking about him.
Oh.
The dude with the crosshair or the smiley face glass eye and
He
everything.
always changed it out.
Mhm.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about him too.
Oh, you're screwed now. Good thing I went first.
That is it. Yeah, you won the coin toss. Damn that coin toss. The game of chance always eludes me.
And he could go in any movie.
Yeah,
With a ticket.
yeah,
He can.
dude. He's badass.
You know, I'm gonna go unconventional. You know what I was gonna do? Let me tell you what I was gonna do really quickly. I was just gonna go with Darth Vader. And I was like, nah, that's too easy.
Could do
so I'm
Heath
gonna
Ledger
go
too.
with
He
the
was-
Joker.
Yeah, it was really good.
That was really good. I'm gonna go with Jean Villain from Expendables 2.
I love it because he's so awesome, characteristic style.
He kills the kid mercilessly with the knife right in the beginning.
Yeah.
I had to go with.
I've never seen it, so I can't.
Oh, really?
No, I don't like those movies. We've talked about this 1,000 times.
I know. I just thought you would
Well,
have just.
I've seen them both, and I'm gonna have to go with Benedict, even though Villan is a lot cooler. This guy can go through movies.
Yeah,
Man,
that was a good
Yeah.
pick.
He's got glass
Yeah.
eye, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That was a good pick. Now, fuck that. Fuck you, Rick. John Villain would kick his silly ass up and down fucking place.
Oh, whatever.
I don't know. I'm just trying to spice things up.
Oh
Sick of
man.
agreeing with everybody on this show.
Yeah. Well, it was good. It was a good pick. Whatever.
Oh man.
So I get next week then, huh?
Yep.
You get next week, yeah. You got a category in mind?
I think I do. I thought one today, but I don't. I gotta tone it a little bit better because.
What do you, give
I
us
was gonna
just
do
like a broad spectrum of what it would be.
It was gonna be like favorite RPG, but Saul will be like, "What's an RPG?" and I don't feel like explaining it. So I'll think of something else.
His favorite RPG is the one you can pick in Battlefield. Shoot down helicopters. Actually, would have been a really good answer.
I'm an engineer.
Yeah.
This is my class.
Don't you fly that near my house.
Oh my
I'll shoot that son bitch down.
God, I love watching their highlight reels on those things though. The crazy kills that people get. I mean, I don't really like playing the game that much.
You should see mine.
Oh,
I mean, highlight reels, not anything else.
You got a nice montage.
Yeah, I put a couple up there. Put them on YouTube.
All right, cool.
Shoot down some aircraft.
Okay,
it's a good time.
At least you're doing something different.
Oh yeah, I like destroying helicopters. It gives me the biggest heart on shooting someone down in a helicopter. It's hard to do.
It is.
It's not easy, and they kill me like 100 times in a row.
They have a Gatling gun up there, dude.
Oh god, people that are good in the helicopters, gosh.
They just
in
rape.
Battlefield 3, it was the worst. They would, oh my god, I would get killed like 10 times in a row. Like Spawn, dead. I was like, oh, this fucker, someone shoot him down.
Well, Battlefield 4 would have to work to.
Yeah, you'd have to actually connect online.
Yeah.
Not get kicked out of a game.
Speaking of connecting online, like I was hinting towards earlier, the PS4, PS3 fucking DDoS.
DDoS again.
Yeah. And two people actually took credit for it. One of them was like some lizard guy.
Yeah.
And then another one was like, I forget what the hell the other guy's name. Something God. But I guess first Anonymous got blamed because I guess they did the first time on PS3. But then this guy who actually did it said he did it. He had evidence and he posted the evidence. And then he was like, and then Anonymous is like, well, who is this lizard asshole? Mm-hmm. So that guy was like, well, I found his IP address. Here it is. And they're like, thanks. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I would never want to piss off Anonymous.
No, never.
No, dude. No way.
Yeah, so now they're like after him, and the other dude's just like, whatever. But the guy said, from what I went onto his page, because he had a YouTube page. And I mean, I know everybody's pissed off that they got kicked off of the PS4 station and the PS3, network or whatever. But think about it. It's like he said, it's like they have this weakness in their security system because they don't feel like spending the extra money like Microsoft has
Yep.
to get it so that this doesn't happen. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad this happened because now they have to fix it. Now they have to spend that money rather than somebody else do it and take my information and then they can do whatever the hell they want with it. This guy just made it so that the fucking thing couldn't get on. Meaning your shit's fucked up. You need to replicate your competition to have the same security for the people that you say, you care about.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it happened. It happened.
I heard Xbox Live was down last night too for a little
like
bit.
30 minutes, and it only affected wasn't everyone.
I don't think it was him though. I think it was just something
No,
fucked up
well,
with Xbox Live, or
what I
was
read-
or was it him?
I read it was a DDoS. I don't know, but they got it solved like quick.
Because they have decent security.
Yeah. That is a big issue. I actually saw comments today where people were actually no lie. People were like, "I'm done with PlayStation. Like, I'm getting an Xbox." Like, that's how bad. Like, I don't think. Okay, so you couldn't get on all day, and that does suck. But I guess they were just so pissed off that this has happened a few times, and they're like, next time our shit could get taken, like, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's serious, man. I mean, I don't think they're gonna like lose any a bunch of people, but I did read a couple people were that pissed.
Yeah, they just bought their Diablo. They want to play that shit.
Oh yeah, true. That's always on. Well, to play online with other people, yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I mean the whole PSN network was down, so all day and then they had to postpone.
Yeah.
Maintenance.
Yeah. Well, and look at it this way. It's like at least the dude was nice enough to do it before he knew it was gonna go down, so people were kind of prepared. So, like, he could have been a total dick and done it when Destiny came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, then that guy would have been a dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Well, yeah, I guess less.
So he's like a bro hacker.
Yeah, he's a bro.
Thanks, bro.
That's right. We support hackers.
Well, yeah, you need them.
So did Anonymous like break the hacker code?
No,
it wasn't. Anonymous really didn't do anything. Like they just because they're the ones who got blamed for it first. So they're like, who's this asshole that did it? And then after he said he did it and he didn't, and then they're like, so did you do it? Because you have to have some kind of evidence that you did it. And he didn't post anything. But this other guy, I forget what the fuck his name was.
Oh, so the other guy broke the code.
He was like, this is what happened, and I'll show you the IP that I did it on. And Anonymous confirmed that that's probably the one because they're using the same servers that got in trouble last time. And then I guess you hear nothing from the other dude at all after that.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's
they diverted
dangerous.
a plane with the president of like Sony like gaming on there or something too.
Yeah.
Because
I
they
think that
threatened
was
for a bomb.
A bomb threat, yeah.
That was probably.
And that's.
So.
I mean, I want to kind of go into that just really quickly because this has gotten too far. Because there's been, I mean, this guy Phil Fish, however much of a big dickhead he is, like they stole his information through Twitter, and I think that was anonymous, and basically posted it all over the place. His address, phone, like all his personal information.
That guy sucks.
He does suck, but come on, that is too far. That's too far. I mean, if you want to be a dick to your people, that's fine. But like, you can't do that. And then I guess there was some other chick that was a game dev, and she was just getting really harassed. And
oh no, fuck that! I know
that
what
was
you're talking
fucking
about.
funny, dude. That
So
was hilarious.
She was fucking everybody in the industry while she was married, and then like getting other people in trouble because she's fucking had a loose butthole. And then it's like, fuck her, let her get DDoS all day.
Did you see what 4chan did? They raised a bunch of money for like some woman in gaming thing, and then they created a character, and they're going to use it, and they're donating all the money to colon cancer research because something about everyone's butt hurt or some shit like that.
oh, that's cool.
That's
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying that a lot of this, though, I think a little bit is going too far. Like when game developers aren't making games, or you read articles about it lately all the time, or if they're not making a sequel or they're not making it fast enough, they're getting like some people have had death threats to their families. I mean, come on, guys, really?
Took out 360 no scopes. Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah. You know what? Go make the game yourself and shut the fuck up. You know, that's what I'm saying. Anyways, on a lighter note, there you are.
Yep. Sorry.
Xbox One supports preloading games now.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, that kind of came out like really quickly with
Welcome
Madden.
to the future.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to go digital, but I might go digital with some things.
Digital's the dookie, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, you can't trade in digital.
No,
No.
I can't. And I'm still trading in.
Yes,
In
I
fact-
was bringing that up. I wanted to trade my shit in to get an Xbox One, and you guys are saying that it should probably be enough money.
Yeah.
Two
I think
consoles
so.
and like 30 games.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
you gotta look for the deals where GameStop comes out with those deals, man, where you get
Yeah.
like an extra 50% or whatever. I mean, look for those, man. You'll cash in big time.
And they always have if you go on their site, they'll tell you exactly what your console is going for.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
couldn't find it on there. I tried looking. I couldn't find
If it's an
shit.
oldie, you usually take about $30 to $40 off.
What? Yeah, I have the old PlayStation, the big one.
Yeah, sometimes it's not worth it actually, but you want to see what you can get for them, and then because I'm actually going to go trade in Titanfall, Watch Dogs, and Battlefield 4,
Yeah.
and then trade it against a chat adapter, Destiny, and NHL. So,
Ooh, booyah.
so that's in there. Really quickly, guys, I want to give you my impressions, and turn off your headsets if you don't care about any sports games. But Madden's a pretty big game, and that comes out tomorrow. And I got the 6-hour trial through EA Access for the full game, and they've made a lot of improvements. It's pretty good. It's not great. I'm not going to buy it. I'm just still not. I don't know. I'm just not itching for a football game. They improved a lot of the defensive mechanics. It's actually a lot easier to play defense, to make tackles in the open field. And it looks great. The graphics, I mean, it's definitely next gen built. It looks really good, and plays very smooth. It's a fun game. If you like Madden, I'd say it's definitely worth it. I've only used 2 of my 6 hours, and I've already done a lot of stuff, and it's fun. I would say if you're into Madden, it's a definite buy for you, especially with no NCAA title coming this year.
What happened there? Couldn't agree
Well,
on anything?
No, they didn't. So there's still something like they're working on something. I don't know that it's going to happen by next year.
Yeah.
Good
All right.
Lord, man.
You all right, bro?
It has that gross, man. It sucks.
Got the hairballs.
Sick.
Poor little fella.
I know.
Poor little guy. Would you like a soda?
So,
I can finally do it again because my voice is back.
Oh, thank God.
So, all right, guys, it's time for a brand new segment, and because this week has just been a lot of just negativity out there, we're gonna keep it negative. 'Cause I like that.
All right, I'm down.
All right, so instead of a round of applause,
Okay.
we're gonna do a round of boos.
Oh, boo.
Not booze as in beers, but booze as in you suck.
Boo.
Yeah, boo for sure. And maybe I guess this doesn't really hit for you because you have Minecraft on PC. But Minecraft for PS4 failed the final test. Back to the drawing board.
how did that happen?
No Minecraft for PS4 for a while, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boo!
Yeah,
Hiss.
Hey, whatever. Sony's the one that turned it down. Mojang turned it into them, and they said it wasn't good enough, so they turned it down.
Sony's been turning a lot of stuff down lately. That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I guess. Speaking of Minecraft, I just started a PC server today. Anybody
want
want to join?
I saw that. No, hell no.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I'm happy for you, but God, no.
Yeah, it'll be fun by myself.
Nah, somebody will join.
Yeah, I got one guy, but I don't know who he is.
That's all right. You can make friends.
I'll kill him in there. Kill that son of a bitch.
Oh, that's horrible. He's going to listen to this show and be like, fuck that guy. I'm going to kill him in his own server.
That would suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, they turned it down. I mean, I don't understand why. It's still not out on Xbox either. I hope it doesn't happen to them as well, because people have been really looking forward to that. Because you apparently, if you upgrade to the new Xbox version, the Xbox One, you can bring your own world into it, and then instead of just being, I think it's like 300 by 300 blocks. It's not really that big. It's gonna like quadruple in size, and it'll just put the world you had like in the middle and just build around it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so people that have like their own little fucking villages and whatever set up on Xbox, they can bring it over and continue expanding.
Now, is on the Xbox platform, well, I guess it'd be the same for the PlayStation as well, if it ever gets done.
Yeah.
Is it cross-platform within the live community?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So I was wondering about that.
No, because I mean every rig, I guess, is running a different version. I mean, PC is at 1.7.10. I think when the Xbox One comes out, it's going to be like 1.7.1, and I think the old Xbox is running on like 1.6. So there'd be different stuff in everyone's game, and it wouldn't work very well.
Gotcha. Yeah, that would make sense. You don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read something today that they might expect a release date this week for Xbox, but who knows if it fails? I don't know.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be this week released on PlayStation, and last week they shut it down, I guess.
Yeah, that sucks for those guys. I know a lot of people were looking forward to it. I could care less, but Minecraft is huge.
It's I think it's the second most sold game of all time.
Damn.
Really?
Kids love it.
Behind Wii Sports, only because that came with the Wii.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Dr. Mario.
I fucking sucked at that game.
I do love Dr. Mario.
Doctor.
I gotta say, I prefer Tetris.
Get out of here with that nonsense.
Just I'm old school. I like
Puzzle
it.
Fighter.
I love it.
Oh.
Or Bejeweled, actually. Bejeweled is my shit.
Puzzle Fighter. Puzzle Fighter rules all puzzle games.
Actually, like, I might, if I ever stop being so lazy, send in my record time on Puzzle Fighter, because I'm pretty sure I have the fastest one on hard.
In
Like
the
in the
Guinness?
world?
Yeah.
Why
Because
have
there's
you done
nothing
that?
documented for it right now. I
Oh,
don't
so
know,
you
because
just
I'm
be the
lazy.
first one?
Yeah.
So all I
until
gotta do is beat you
until
to be
someone-
the fastest?
Yeah, but it's
It's
like,
always good, dude.
mine's like, I think mine's really, like, I still have it recorded, but it's like really fast.
It's
Damn.
ridiculous. I'm not into the speedrun thing, but some of them I find funny. I was watching a Halo one the other day that Podcast Evolved put on, and it was funny. I like it. It got me really excited about the Master Chief Collection because it was the mission in Halo 3 where you drive around on the four-wheelers or the mongooses with the unlimited rockets, and everything gets blown up. I cannot wait to do that on online co-op.
I just started playing Halo 3 again because I just beat Halo 4 again. So then my buddy came over and I was like, let's play some fucking 2-player. So we started playing the campaign of Halo 3. I forgot. I mean, just looking between Halo 3 and Halo 4, how ugly Halo 3 was.
Oh, it's such a good game, though.
It was.
Game.
I'm not jiving the game. I'm just saying it looks like dog shit compared to Halo 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Halo 4 was beautiful for the 360,
Fuck
man.
yeah, them cutscenes, man. Damn.
Yeah, but that's why I'm so excited because Blur's redoing every single one of them.
That's gonna be cool.
Or
So-
maybe it's, I don't know. I think it's every one of them. Maybe it's just for Halo 2. I don't know.
So I know we talk about this like every fucking week, but so they're not redoing 3 and 4, but they're gonna like put a texture pack on it or something?
No, well, they're moving it up to 1080 and 60. But when they did that, there was code built into 3 and in 4.
Yeah.
Basically, when Bungie built 3, they had all this stuff in there that the Xbox 360 couldn't render. So from everything I've read, I haven't seen anything, but everything I read from 343 and people that have seen it, they say it does actually pop because the code is there. It's already there. It just the 360 could not render that stuff.
So they're both gonna look better.
So they're both going to look better. Yes.
Nothing crazy, but they'll look better.
Yeah, it's not getting an overhaul like 2. So 2 will probably look the best.
Do you
4
agree
is
with
still
people
gonna
saying
look
that 2's the worst one?
good. Who says that?
I like
I heard-
to.
I heard a lot of people say that.
2 was the best one.
I love 2. That was the one I probably played the most. Well, no, 1's the one I played the most.
They're all very good. I know people didn't like 4. I loved 4. I liked the campaign a lot.
I liked 4. It was good times.
Yeah. I actually felt the campaign was challenging even on
It was hard.
yeah.
I got my ass whooped on that first level, and now I'm running around Halo 3 just bucking people in the back of their heads. No big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm super excited for the Master Chief Collection. We'll probably talk more about that before it comes up.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get too excited. It's so far away.
Only a couple months.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Got things to worry about before then. So really quick before we wrap up, guys, because like we said, we're going to keep the show a little shorter for everybody. I know we talked about this in the group, and maybe we've talked about it before, just shooting the shit. But Saul, what are your plans for? What is your buying schedule for this year?
Destiny, Duty, and I think what else really that I would buy that comes out? I don't know. The new Killer Instinct. If more crap comes out for that, I'll probably get that. But other than that, yeah, Master Chief Collection. I don't know. I haven't really thought of it. I've been lately just doing too much shit to where I think if I just see it, I'll buy it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
that might be good. Saul's broing it up this year. Just shooting everything.
Just real quick, you were talking about how old we are. GoldenEye was released today in 1997.
Wow.
You know what's so bad about that is like 97 doesn't feel that long ago.
No, it doesn't. I just, what's making me realize it too is watching the Simpsons marathon, because like they're around like 98 right now, and just remembering these episodes from when I watched them originally, I'm just like, damn, it didn't seem like it was that long ago.
97 was 17 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Yep.
It's half my life.
And did you know they redid GoldenEye in the Source engine, just the multiplayer with all the maps and everything?
Really?
So you can play it on. It's free too.
What?
Yeah, it has all the modes. So you start the gold gun mode where you start with the gold gun.
At? Why aren't we playing that?
Is it on Steam?
I don't know. Just Google it. It's just a mod for the Source engine. So you download the Source engine from Steam for free, and then you just add the mod to it.
Rick,
what?
You've been talking about what are we going to play? We can all three play this.
We could. I mean, it comes with all the same maps and everything, just redone in the Source.
Curses on you for keeping this a secret.
I will look it up afterwards.
All right, Rick, give me your list. What are you going to
buy? Okay, well, I'll go by...
Your list is probably kind of big, huh?
Yeah, it's well, most of them are already bought.
Oh my God, Rick, it's a huge list.
I know. You should say it. I'm getting a raging list right now. Let me see.
I'm getting a lisp just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn. So we got Destiny next month, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Dragon Age.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the Shadows of Mordor. And the biggest one, which I haven't talked about yet, but the one I'm most excited for is Civilization Beyond Earth. So that comes out soon. And then Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PC as well. I was
going to ask you about that.
Yeah, I'll be playing that. I have it on Xbox, but it's when you just see what it's coming out, you're like, why would I play it on some Xbox? So fuck it. Play it on PC.
Yeah. I thought Saul might have been interested in that.
That would be fun for all of us to play, just saying.
Well, again, my PC probably couldn't handle it, but I thought Saul might go for the
Xbox 360 can handle it. Your PC would be fine.
I don't like GTA games.
No,
because like there's really like in real, there's too much shit to do in there.
It's a huge game. I heard
so much shit.
It is huge. That map is huge.
And I would have said Aliens, the Isolation or whatever, but I don't trust it.
Yeah, that's one of those ones for me that I'm definitely gonna, I mean, it looks very cool, but I'm gonna wait on it and hear the reviews, maybe wait for a sale.
Yeah.
And then Rick, you're in for the Master Chief Collection. Obviously, you're buying the Xbox One for that game.
Yeah.
Until Halo 5. Are you gonna go with the Sunset Overdrive, the white Xbox?
I don't know.
Class it up?
That's the plan, but if I see something on sale, if I see like a one with a Kinect for on sale for like $350, I'll probably just buy that instead. I'm gonna go for the deals because I find them all the time. Like that one time I found one for $320 and I was telling you about it. And you were like, you should get it, motherfucker. You should get it.
You should have. Saul said the same thing.
I wouldn't buy used.
Oh, was it used?
It was refurbished by Xbox, but it came with a warranty.
Anyways, let me wrap this up with my list. It's not very big. Sorry. My kid's second birthday coming up. My anniversary of 5 years coming up. My wife's birthday. Yeah. Hurting. So I'm going to go with Destiny, of course. I'm going to buy NHL the same day. Probably sit in the plastic for a little while. I'm actually going to go with Dragon Age, and I was going to go with Shadow of Mordor. I'm actually going to wait on that. I'm not going to purchase that when it comes out. I'm going to wait till maybe even next year because I convinced myself that I'm going to go with Dragon Age, and then I'm going to go with the Assassin's Creed Unity, which I convinced myself of the other day. Me and Guy will be doing a little co-op assassinating.
Oh, really? You're going to get that?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
And Master Chief Collection, of course. So that's my planned list. We'll see what happens. I wait on Alien Isolation, wait on Sunset Overdrive, even though that game does look fun. But I feel like it would be more fun if my friends had it, and if they don't get it, we'll see.
Well, if I get the Sunset Overdrive bundle, then I'll have it.
Then there you go.
Yeah, boom.
And really quick before we wrap up the show, guys, speaking of Assassin's Creed Unity, I didn't write this down, but I just read about it. There's a part in the game where they have 12,000 NPCs on screen at one time.
Oh, my God. Your fucking Xbox is going to explode.
No, it's going to do just fine.
At 10 frames per second.
Yeah, dude.
No,
Yeah.
no. You got to watch the video. I posted it on the group site.
Do you think that was from an Xbox?
No, the video is not. The game isn't. No, I'm saying they explain what they do with the animations to help the consoles cope with it.
Oh, okay.
But it's very cool. Like, that's huge. 12,000. That's insane.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. Rick, I was with you. I wasn't going to go with Assassin's Creed, but the more I see it, the world is like the biggest they've ever built. The indoor, outdoor, it's fluid. You can go right inside. I don't know. It looks really good.
It looks cool, but to me, it's just the Assassin's Creed gameplay I'm not really into. I mean, it's super cool, but after you jump off a roof and stab a guy in the head like 20 times, you're like, all right, now what?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
But this looks a little more open and shit. So.
That's how I kind of feel right now with Shadows of Mordor. I hope the gameplay is lengthy enough. That's what I'm worried about in that game. Anyways, that wraps up this week's podcast, guys. Episode 9. We're almost to 10.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we should do it drunk.
Whoa.
It'll be fun.
Well, maybe if we do it on a Sunday, like
There
we're
you go.
always supposed to.
Wow.
I was ready last night, brother.
I know. Last night was my fault.
Yeah.
No big deal. I forgive you.
Apologize. I had a fantasy football draft. Sister's moving to New York. It's been hectic.
I imagine.
Your
But,
friend got hit by a car.
Friend got hit by a car. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Good
old
probably
Eric.
deserved it.
That's what I was saying. He's probably staying in the fucking street. But anyway.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening. Tune in next week. Have a great week.
Bye.
Don't screw up and game on.
Xbox One sucks. PS4 rules.